Hi, hello, my name is Andrea Jordan, aka ajgravermarketing.com. The reason why I'm making this video today, it's just a very short video just to share with you on how you can double and intensify your efforts and how basically to create an effective MLM marketing campaign. Now, what I would suggest is along the way you need a helping hand. So what you would need is either you are the mentor or you would need a very good mentor, somebody who you could talk to should you have any queries or problems arise in your marketing campaign. Also, you should have a network or group of people or a forum where you can go to and you can post questions and you can ask questions from others. Should there be a slump in your motivation, one of the best things to do is to return to basics. And the basics is basically feeding your mind. And what you'll need to be feeding your mind with is like positive content. So what I did today, pick some of my favourite books and some of the books that inspired me along the way whilst I was learning all about marketing. Now, one of the first books I've chosen is called Rhinoceros Success. It's a very small book and it's by Scott Alexander. I found this very, very interesting. I mean, what I picked from it is basically the analogy between a cow and a rhino. And a rhino is a very determined person, as you can imagine, because he's got a horn. So I don't really talk much about the content, just pointing out the books for you. Another book is by Robert Kiyosaki, who's one of my favourites, and one thing that I learned here was the difference between an asset and just having an income, and that's very, very important because often we don't really distinguish it. He is a great financial tutor. He had two fathers, and basically it was two philosophies, and obviously he chose to adopt the rich father's philosophy. He's got lots of books out there, so do get into Robert Kiyosaki. And one of the things that he pointed out today is that you're either rich or poor, basically, because as a middle class, you're just surviving. You are actually funding a lifestyle of poor people, and I think that's a very interesting fact. Another book that I chose that's one of my favourites is Seven Highly Effective um, Habits of People, and it's by Stephen R. Covey. Very, very, very exciting book. He does go into depth a bit. It basically gives you all the principles that you need to put in place so that you can produce the best standard and quality of work that you can do, and that comes highly recommended. Actually, I have a book here that I didn't want to talk about, so I won't mention it. The Magic of Thinking Big. Now, you can imagine that book is by David J. Schwartz. Now, this book is an excellent book because if you want to be successful, certainly one of the things you want to do is to think big. So even if you only achieve half of what you intended to achieve, you set your targets high. So this is another very, very interesting book, and one of my favorite books. So one of the books that really influenced me in my life is a book called Unlimited Power. Unfortunately, I don't have it here today because you know how you normally get books and then you put them away. Could be at my mum's house. I just don't seem to be able to locate this book. Now that book, I read that book over 5 years ago, and that literally transformed my life. Now that book is by Anthony Robbins. If you Google him, sometimes you'd find him under Tony Robbins. He's a great motivational speaker, and he changed my life. That was the first book that I ever read on, personal development. He talks about the NLP system, which is neuro linguistic programming, how you sort of change your thinking to be able to accomplish great feats. In fact, he does things like he taught people how to walk on fire, on coals. I mean, which you would think is impossible, but he just, you know, teaches you and educates you and shows you what you are capable um, of doing with your mind and what you think, things that you're probably not even think you're not capable of doing. So that is a very, very interesting book. Now the thing about the books that you're reading, everybody takes something different from the book. That's why I don't go into, academic theory about, the content of the book. So you'll find that you would find things that are actually suitable to yourself. Now my final book is The 4 Hour Work Week, and that is by Timothy Ferris. Now, I've read this book 3 times. Don't expect me to give you a large spiel on it, but whenever I'm traveling on holidays, when I'm going to the Caribbean, I take this book and I read it on the flight, because it's just, for me, it is the ultimate self-education of anybody who's working on their business and is looking for inspiration, looking for ideas. I love this book, and all I can say about it is don't leave home without it. Now, I'll just read a little excerpt from here, so I'm going to cheat actually to tell you why I'm so in love with this particular book. Now, let's just find it. Here we go. Can't quite find it, hold on. It's just a little introduction telling you basically about the different sorts of people who have read this book. Now, I can't find it, which is a bit bad, but basically it talks about a 21-year-old driving Lamborghini millionaire who became very wealthy, obviously very young. This book is for them. And also he talks about a woman who managed to give up and travel abroad for 2 years with 3 kids, and she was a single mum. So he talks about the scope, the various scopes of people that this book is for. Now I couldn't find it, but I sort of summarised it. So do get this book and get reading and feed your mind. Never be despondent in your marketing campaign. The best thing that you can do is either get on the phone to your mentor, or obviously talk to somebody, or get reading. Just do something to occupy yourself, and don't get down in your marketing activity. Take each day as one step at a time, and little steps produce little results, and little results produce amazing feats. Now that's enough for me today. Here are all the books, and have a great day. You can contact me on Andrea Jordan, Jordan 4, that's my Skype, or 07957 80 4750, or you can even send me an email, shoot me an email on ask@ajglobalmarketing.com. It was nice talking to you today. I hope you got some tidbits on, other things that you can do while battling away in your marketing. Now, it's all about you. Have a great day. Bye bye now.